Hello everyone, I'm Jigar Shah and I'm one of the partners of SK Rathi and Company Chartered Accountants. We serve a lot of startups and one of our startups is in middle of raising its next round of capital. So its founder came to us and he told that he wants to raise funds through Safe Notes. The full form of SAFE is Simplified Agreement for Future Equity. And for us also it was something new, so we researched about it, especially from legal side, and especially to look at it, okay, how will we show it in the books of accounts and what are the compliance required, and first of all whether it is legal or not. What we could conclude was that it is a very effective and efficient way for startups to raise funds, and especially early stage startups. say that this is really recommended to early stage startups because at the early stage you might not have a VC fund already invested in your business. Also, you really don't have any clarity on the valuation of your startup, right? So if you are at a stage wherein you really don't have the clarity of the valuation, and the VC has already not invested in you and you are just at the angel round, you should really look at the Safe Notes and see how you can raise funds through Safe Notes. I'll just give the background and also few key elements of raising funds through Safe Notes. But before we go over there, let us first understand what are the basics and what are the traditional methods to raise funds. The first method is issuing share capital. So basically what happens is the founder goes to an investor and asks the investor in his company at a certain valuation. To give you an example, let us take one company is having an authorized share capital of 10 lakhs rupees and issued capital of 7 lakhs rupees. Now this issued capital at this stage belongs completely to the founder. So founder has invested so far 7 lakhs rupees as equity in the company. Okay. Now, and currently he is the 100% shareholder of the company, as 10 lakhs is just the authorized capital and only 7 lakh worth of shares are issued, and all these shares are issued to the founder. So currently he is the 100% shareholder of the company. But after spending some time on the startup, spending a year or more than that, getting some traction and really validating the concept, and he sees that now his startup is valued at 1 CR. According to him, the valuation of the startup is at 1 CR, and one of the investor agrees with him. So he tells the investor, okay, I want you to be the third. I want you to be 30% partner in my company. 1 crore valuation, in order to become a 30% partner, the investor will have to invest 30 lakhs rupees in the startup. But will he get shares worth of 30 lakhs rupees? Whereas the founder is having shares of 7 lakhs rupees. No. He gets shares worth of 3 lakhs rupees. And this 3 lakhs is something which we say is face value. So the founder has 7 lakhs shares at face value, and the investor has 3 lakhs worth of shares at face value. So they become 70% and 30% partners. The balance 27 lakhs is appears as a securities premium account in the books of account. This means that founder has paid 30 lakhs rupees for 3 lakhs rupees of shares. So 3 lakhs is the share capital and 27 lakhs is the securities premium. This is how the equity share funding, or and this can be done for preference shares as well as equity shares. Another method to raise funds is to do it through a convertible note. We technically we call it as convertible debentures. So generally, as a convertible debenture is a loan to the company. It is a debt to the company, and generally there are terms wherein this debt will be converted into equity shares at a later stage when some conditions might get fulfilled. The condition might be of raising next round at a certain level or completion of 2 years period, and then converting it into equity shares at a fixed valuation. So there are various methods, or there can be various terms and conditions which can be laid down for converting debentures into shares. So these are broadly two methods wherein generally the startups raise funds. Now let us come to Safe Notes. Now Safe Note is not a third method. but it is part of the first method. Okay. In a safe note, as I said, safe note stands for simple agreement for future equity. And it is a convertible instrument. But this convertible instrument is not a convertible debt. It is not a convertible debentures. What this instrument says in a basic language is that after a certain point of time or after certain condition gets fulfilled, this note will get converted into equity shares. So one of the examples can be that, okay, as of now, I am giving you 30 lakhs rupees, and but you don't give me shares at a valuation of 1 CR. You give me shares at a later point of time. And this later point of time can be defined as a number of years. So you can say that you give me shares after 3 years, but you give me shares after 3 years, but at that point of time, you give me at a valuation of, let us say, 50 lakhs. But actually, at that, after 3 years, the valuation might be even 5 CR. But because the investor is investing today, he can fix the rate that he wants to get his shares converted after 3 years. Or the condition can be, okay, you give me shares at 30 lakhs rupees. We will not decide to the at the valuation today. What we'll do is, whenever you raise the next round, I will get the shares at a particular discount. So if your next round happens at 1 CR, I get the shares at 60 lakhs of valuation. Conditions might be different, and it is between the investor and the founder to decide on what the exact conditions are to be. But this instrument really gives you an opportunity that you invest the funds today, and it gives an opportunity to the startup that, okay, you get the investment today, but the valuation is determined, either the valuation is determined in future, okay, or it is determined at a later date depending on certain parameter, which is one which can be once again decided by an investor and the founder. Why I say that, why safe notes are preferred over other methods? So if I go to a normal issue of shares at, issue of shares, maybe equity or preferred shares, the procedure is quite long. And if I'm issuing it at a premium, the biggest thing is that I need to get a valuation certificate. And now this valuation certificate can be taken only by a registered valuer. Also, the valuation certificate is taken for a particular round or particular tranche, right? So what happens is that you need to really time it in such a way that the money that you invest in a certain period of time falls under that, falls under the parameter of the valuation that done on a particular date. And you cannot raise funds for the valuation that done 2 years back, right? So you really need to, deal with the valuation of it, and also there are a lot of compliances that you need to do. But when you go raise funds through safe notes, you are not required to do any valuation. The valuation certificate is not required at this stage. And from compliance perspective, it is very simple. You just need to increase your authorized share capital and then raise funds. Now, what are the legal implications of raising funds? First of all, it is legit. Yes, it is absolutely legal. And also, technically, they are compulsory convertible preference shares, which is entitled to nominal dividend of, say, 0.001%. Now, as they are shares, they are preference shares, but they are issued at par. In a traditional method, the shares are issued at premium. Over here, they are issued at par. So if I take the same example that we took earlier, the founder was having 7 lakhs and the investor is, ready to invest 30 lakhs. The valuation is not decided yet. Investor says, okay, hold on to the valuation. Will not decide the valuation. I'm ready to invest 30 lakhs rupees. And for the sake of example, you give me, you convert my shares at a future date, okay, and this future date can be the date on which you raise the next round, but at that point of time you give me the shares at a discounted value. So what the investor will say is, okay, I'll give you 30 lakhs rupees. This 30 lakhs will be treated as compulsory convertible preference shares issued at par. Okay, this will be issued at par. So in my cap table, there will be 30 lakhs of preference shares and 7 lakhs of equity shares to the founder. Now, what will happen is that whenever the next round is raised, and if they have decided, okay, the next round I will get my shares at, let us say, 30% discount. So others are invent, and at that point of time, if it is decided that the valuation of the company is 1 CR, so others are getting shares at valuation of 1 CR, and this guy, the investor who has invested today, will get the shares at the rate of 70 lakhs, and accordingly his shares will get converted from CCPS to equity shares at a premium. However, at this stage, when the shares are getting converted, you will require a valuation report to justify the valuation. But that valuation report will also be for other investors. Now let us come to some FAQs. Uh, the first FAQ is generally regarding the valuation. As I said, valuation is not required at the time of raising funds, but it will be required when safe note is converted into equity shares. And whether is the process expensive? It is cheaper vis-a-vis other methods, as there is limited amount of compliance. However, stamp duty is required to be paid on increase of authorized capital. So once again, if I come to the example, in the earlier example, in the traditional method, the authorized capital stays at 10 lakhs. But in this method, the authorized capital will have to be increased to 37 lakhs. So your authorized capital increases, and accordingly stamp duty that you need to pay to the government increases. And when should we prefer this method? As I said, this method is preferred only at the early stage. As in the later stage, you already have your investors, angel investors, VC funds, and they might not be comfortable in giving the shares at a which are at giving shares to some other investor, which is dependent on certain criteria, which is once again dependent on a future occurrence of any event. So yeah, but if you are raising funds for the first time from your friends and family, where the valuation is not yet decided, that is the right time to raise funds through safe notes. You can go to your friends and family and you can say to them that, okay, I'll not issue the shares at a premium. What you will do is you give me the money today. Whenever the next round happens, and I'm confident that next round is going to happen at a certain date, I will give you shares at a particular discount. So this was it from my end. I know this is quite complicated, although I have tried my best to simplify it. If you have any queries, you can reach out to me. You can drop an email to me. I have given my email ID over here. You can go to my website and just post a query over there. We'll get back to you, or you can schedule a call on Calendly. I have given the link in the description.